Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I'm going to be sharing tips with you on being an organised mom or an organised parent. If you are new to my channel, I am a mum vlogger, as you probably just realised. So I do tend to do tips on mum life and mum tips and hacks, organisation videos. I have just recently started my channel not too long ago, so I do plan on doing cleaning videos and mum vlogs and cooking videos, so just basically everything. So if you are into that type of things, then I hope you stick around, and I would love to have you as a subscriber if you've not done so already. Before I share my tips with you, I do want to say that I'm not always organised as a mum. I try my best, but you know, things happen. For those of you that aren't new to my channel, you will know that I've got a boy who's 4 and I've got a girl who's 9 months, so you know, life can be pretty busy, especially with Ismail and his additional needs. So he requires a lot more extra care and attention than an average toddler would. So these tips that I'm going to share with you, they just help me be as organised as possible on a day-to-day basis. My first tip that I want to share with you is to plan your day the night before. So you want to get as much done and as much as possible that you can get ready the night before. So you know, you want to get your kids' clothes organised, their bags packed. As much as you can get done that night before, can get it done. It is unbelievable what a game changer this is for you, and your mornings just run so smoothly. And some people go as far as even putting out their cup of tea next to the kettle, so that's out. I don't actually go that far, but people actually do that. And like I said, for me, this is the most important thing that I have done to be an organised mum, and it's completely turned my world around. It's just brilliant, because can you imagine having to do that in the morning? So you'd be rushing around, you know, trying to get everything together. My second tip is to write things down. So you know, you can either do that on a simple notebook, or you can do it on your phone because you have your phone with you all the time. I personally use both, so I write down things on paper, and I also use an app called Google Keep, just to sort of keep track of my day. So truth be told, mummy brain is an actual thing, and for me it's stuck with me. I don't feel like it's ever left, so I have to write down everything from appointments to things that I've got to do that day. So even if I've got to clean the windows, I'll put that down in my schedule. My third tip is to meal plan. Now, I know that so many mums out there do this, and before I started this, I used to feel like, what's the big deal, you know, how is meal planning going to help me? But it actually does help a lot, and you don't have to do anything fancy. It can be as basic as possible. I just jot it down in a notepad like this, and if you have a look, and every Sunday, I'm just giving you an example that I've done before, so every Sunday I will sit down, write down Monday to Sunday, and I'll write down what we'll have in that day. Now if you see there are days missing on there, that's because the first one, cauliflower and potato, that's a curry that we make, and that normally lasts 2 days, so I wouldn't be cooking anything on a Tuesday. And then the weekends are free because Saturday is sort of family day, so we'll probably be eating at the family, and Sunday we always tend to get a takeaway, so I've kept that free. Now like I said, it's just as simple as that. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, and it's just sort of getting your ideas onto paper. If you feel like today I don't fancy chicken, you can have a look and you can think, okay, well today I can make fish and chips, and then I can make tandoori chicken tomorrow. You can swap them around, you know. So like I said, it's just something on paper, so you know, you're not getting stuck like, oh god, what are we going to have to eat today? My fourth tip is to get your kids involved and get them to help out around the house. I know it's much quicker and easier if we do it by ourselves, and we're saving so much time, you know, rather than waiting around for your toddler to do something. But teaching your kids from a young age sets really good habits for the future, I mean, I'm sure no mum out there wants a 16-year-old who's got dirty laundry all over the floor and doesn't pick up after themselves. The other thing is that it teaches kids independence, and you want to be giving them age appropriate chores. So just things like, if they're able to just make their beds, obviously not perfectly, put away their toys, just simple things that they can help out with. My fifth tip is to do a 10-15 minute tidy up. I recommend that you do this twice a day, and it's literally just tidying up, putting things away back in their place where they belong. You will be surprised at how much you can get done in 10-15 minutes. Honestly, challenge yourself. Set a timer of 10 to 15 minutes and see how much you can get done. As I've just explained, I do this twice a day. So the first time I do it is once Ismail's gone off to nursery, so it's round about midday because that's when he starts nursery. It's when breakfast is over, the kids' clothes have been changed, they've had a play, so I don't need to be worrying, I'm going to put it away and then it'll be out straight after I've done. So that's the time I do it, it's basically when the morning part of the day is over. And the second time I do it is before we go to bed at night. Now that is once kids have settled in their bed and they've clocked off for the night, and then it's just me and my husband. And then I will do a 10-15 minute tidy and obviously do everything else that needs to be done. That way when you're putting things away, you know that until the morning now, nothing's going to come back out. And I've got to say, there is nothing like the feeling of coming down to a clean and tidy home. And I always say that today's mess is not tomorrow's problem. It is today's problem, and you need to deal with it today. Now, this works for me because I am a stay-at-home mom, so I can do it twice a day because I'm simply at home. If you are a working mom, or if you simply are so busy and you don't have the time to do it twice a day, I would recommend then just do it once a day, and that would be before you go to bed at night. Just make sure everything's done and it's clean, tidy, put away, because what happens is if you're coming down to yesterday's mess, you've got that to deal with, and then today's mess, and that's when things pile up and things get backed up. Tip number 6 is to do a load of laundry every day. Now, we are a family of 4, so I've got a baby and a toddler, so you can imagine sometimes they need changing several times a day. So I have to put a laundry on daily, otherwise it gets backed up. So I would advise for you to incorporate doing a load of laundry into your daily routine as you would the dishwasher. You just, if you get up in the morning, or you might want to sort of put it on in the night before you go to bed and put it on a timer so it starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, if your machine gives you that option. My 7th tip kind of goes with what I've just said, and that's to run a dishwasher every day as well. Again, as I've just explained, we are a family of 4. I have a toddler and a baby, and they're just constantly eating. I as well use a lot of dishes, especially when I'm cooking. So again, if I don't put a dishwasher on every day, or should I say every night, just dishes get piled up, and in the morning, we're struggling for dishes. With the dishwasher, I do put it on every night just before we go to bed. That way, all the dishes are loaded, it's washing overnight whilst we're asleep, and then we get up in the morning and they're there nicely waiting for us. I also don't really like the idea of leaving dishes and washing them the next day. I don't know, that's just personally me. If you do find yourself one day not having that many dishes, you can, if your dishwasher gives you the option, put them on a quick wash or a mini wash. It's never actually happened to us, in all honesty, but yeah, if you find yourself in that situation, you can, I'm sure there's a program on your dishwasher that's got a program to run a quick wash or a mini wash, and I would recommend that you do that. My 8th tip is to clean and tidy as you go along. So for example, if I'm going upstairs and I know that something needs to be taken upstairs, I'll take it with me as I go. Tip number 9 is to multitask. So when I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking at the same time, I might be loading the dishwasher or unloading it, or putting on a laundry, or if the kids are in the bath having playtime, I might sit there folding towels or sorting out the laundry. So yeah, multitasking helps a lot. My last and final tip is to get your bags ready the night before. Now I know I've already mentioned this, but because it's quite a big one and it's such a game changer, I believe it deserves its own title, especially if you've got 2-3 bags to be sorting out. You know, if you've got your own, and then you've got your baby's bag, and then you've got a kid that's going to school and another one that's going to nursery, it would help so much if you did it the night before. So in the night, just take out again 5 to 10 minutes going through the bags. You know, you might find a wrapper in there that you've snuck where you did not have anywhere to chuck it. You know, topping up things, so you know your baby's bag might need nappies topping up or wipes. For children that are at school, you might want to check for any letters that might be stuffed in their backpack, or some homework that they might have forgotten. Yeah, so just, you know, go through the bags, make sure that things are taken out. If things need replacing or topping up, you're just doing that. Right guys, so those are my top 10 tips to be a more organised parent or a mom. So I really hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you found it useful, and I really hope you try these tips if you haven't, because you'll see how much they would just change your world, to be honest with you. So as always, please don't forget to give this video a like. Leave a comment below if there's anything that you can share that has made your life easier, because again, you know, everybody just loves tips and advice on being more organised in life. And please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.